Hello, and thank you for watching this video. Keith Renno and myself, Jason Renno, with the Renno team in Pacific Funding Mortgage Division are going to take you through the loan process from the beginning stages of obtaining a pre-approval and shopping for a home through the funding and closing of escrow. Keith is going to walk you through the pre-approval process and go through all of the do's and don'ts to ensure you're making yourself a qualified buyer when it comes time to purchase. From there, I will take over and explain the process once you find a home and escrow is officially open.
Hello, and thanks again for watching our video. My name is Keith Renno, and my primary role on our team is the upfront pre-approving of our potential clients. I evaluate income, assets, and credit worthiness to determine if our borrowers qualify for a mortgage. Once we determine if they qualify, we can then talk about comfortable monthly payments, loan program options, and all the other details involved with a home loan to ensure our clients are making an informed and educated decision. But first, let's talk about qualifying for a mortgage. The first of 3 items we look at is income. We gather all income documentation, such as recent pay stubs, 2 years of W-2s, and tax returns, so we can have a very accurate portrait of your income. In qualifying you, we are going to use your gross income and need to keep your DTI, or debt to income ratios, typically under 50% depending on the type of loan. Second are assets. We need to verify you have sufficient funds or access to funds to close the transaction. Often borrowers do not have funds readily available, but have access to them through retirement funds, gift funds from a relative, or a variety of other acceptable sources. This is extremely important to have planned because typically sellers want to see proof of these funds at the time you submit your offer. Finally, it's credit history and your FICO score. We pull scores from all 3 credit bureaus and use your mid-score to determine your credit worthiness. We look for things like late payments, past judgments, bankruptcies, or any other discrepancies such as names and different social security numbers. Once all the above checks out, we then run your information through Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac's automated underwriting system, and that will let us know you are eligible for your home loan. Once eligible, you are fully and officially pre-approved. From here, we nail down your comfortable monthly payments and determine the best price range for you to start your home search. Once you are pre-approved and shopping for a home, we ask that you refrain from doing things that could jeopardize the pre-approval, such as opening new credit cards or credit lines, depositing cash or large sums of money that cannot be sourced, and having your credit ran by another mortgage company. Ideally, if you follow these simple steps we've laid out for you, your pre-approval will be valid until you find the home of your dreams. Once you find that home, your file is then turned into the trusted hands of my brother and business partner, Jason Renno, who will take you through the steps from day 1 of escrow to the close.
My primary role here at the Renno team is to assist our clients in facilitating the loan through the successful and, more importantly, on-time closing of escrow. This is done by maintaining constant communication with all parties involved, such as the processor and underwriter here at Pacific Funding, but also escrow officers, title officers, appraisers, and any other third parties that are needed to close your loan on time. Plus, once escrow is open, I closely watch mortgage-backed securities to ensure we're locking in your rate at the best time possible. Now, let's start in the beginning. Day 1 and escrow just opened. Now what? First thing is to make sure you or your real estate agent is notifying your lender that escrow is opened and we need to start the process. From this point, here's what we at the Renno team do, and ideally what any lender you're working with should be doing. Within the first 24 hours, we go through your file with a fine-tooth comb and compile a list of any documentation that needs to be updated from the time of pre-approval, as well as looking for any detailed items that an underwriter might question. We take the approach of wanting to submit a complete and well put together package to the underwriter, so that way he or she sees the file the same way we do. A wonderful, credit-worthy borrower ready for home ownership. This detailed list, along with all of your upfront disclosures and estimate, are sent to you via email within the first 24 hours of escrow. This same day, we also order your appraisal, which takes anywhere from 5 to 7 days to be completed. While the appraisal is being completed, we compile all of your documents, escrow documents, title documents, order any verifications of employment, or any other verifications that we need to get back. So that way when the appraisal is back, we have a complete loan package to go to underwriting for full loan approval. Once the loan is approved, we notify you and the agents right away of the great news, and it's back to work for us. We review the approval in detail and request any necessary items from you, the client, as well as escrow, title, and the real estate agents. Typically, we like this process to take 6 days or less, so that way we can have all approval conditions back to the underwriter for the final clear to close as quickly as possible. Once we have the clear to close from the underwriter, the file then moves to our doc drawing department, and 24 to 48 hours later, we send the final loan docs to escrow for you to sign. Once final loan docs hit escrow, they are prepped and prepared for you to sign. Typically, depending on the location of yourself and the escrow office, you can either come into the escrow office, our office, or have a mobile notary come to you and sign in the comfort of your home. After signing, the loan docs are sent back to the escrow office and our funding department to ensure everything was executed properly and fund your loan. There's usually about a 2 to 3 day turn time between signing and funding. Once we fund, the money is wired to escrow, and in California, the transaction is set up for recording the following day. So in essence, we fund one day and record or close the next day, on which you are officially the owner and escrow is over. You are congratulated by all and receive the keys to your new home.
We hope you found this video informative, and we look forward to adding value to your upcoming home purchase. Please don't hesitate to call Jason or I at the Renno team and Pacific Funding Mortgage Division for all your home financing needs.